Hello everyone, welcome back. Hope you are doing good. In this video, we are going to practice some more programs which are based on random module. We all know how crucial OTP is. When we do online shopping, we need to tell this OTP to the delivery person to get that product. Even in financial transaction, OTP is very important and we should never share OTP with some unknown person. Already there are a lot of scams are happening, so be careful. But as a programmer, we should know how to generate that OTP. So let's figure out. It's time to code. The first step is to import random module because we are going to use one function from the random module. You can decide the length of the OTP. Sometimes the OTP will be of 4 digits or it can be also of 6 digits. For that we will be taking one variable. The name of the variable is OTP length. Using input function we will take the length of the OTP and enclose that function in an integer function to convert it to integer. We will be using randint function from the random module. Generally the OTP will be made of digits, so we can take this range 0 to 9. Let's assign this to a variable OTP. If we will print it, we know it will generate 1 digit. But how we can make it of 4 digit? Here I am going to enter the length 4. We can see here we got the 1 digit. At least that is working fine. So to execute fixed number of times we can use for loop. Let's take one variable for I in range and it should execute OTP length times. Hope you know the working of the for with range function. Let me close this explorer and let's check out the output once again. If I am going to give the length 4, still it is not working according to our requirement. Here we need to generate the sequence of the digits based on the length of the OTP. If it is sequence, can we take help of the string? String is nothing but sequence of characters. We can change this to string. Let's do it first. We are doing explicit conversion. To create a sequence, we have to keep on concatenating the digits. For concatenation, we can use plus operator where it will get concatenated to the previous OTP generated. In this way, one digit will get generated using randint function. It will get converted to string and then it will get concatenated to the previous OTP. Will it work fine now? Let's check out. Let me give the same length 4, but we are getting the error. OTP is not defined. You know, in Python, when we assign some value to the variable, then only variable gets generated. So Python doesn't know about this variable OTP from where it will take value. We can do one thing. It is anyhow string. Let's create empty string. So initially the variable OTP will be empty. The digit will get generated using this function. It will get concatenated to the empty string. In this way digits will get generated and will get concatenated. Now let's check out. Once again I am giving the length 4. You can see the output. It is working absolutely fine. We got the OTP of 4 digits. Let's execute this for other length. I want 6 digit OTP. Congratulations, it is working fine. Let's try for 8 digits OTP. Here I am going to enter 8 and we are getting the 8 digits OTP. So it will work for any length. Hope you understood the logic. Let me summarize. In the first step, we are importing the random module. In the second step, we are taking the length of the OTP so that we can generate the OTP of that length. For loop is getting executed for that many times. Hope you know the range function. The first parameter to the range function is the starting limit. The second parameter is the end limit. End limit is exclusive. So the loop will get executed one less than the mentioned limit, and the third parameter is step. By default it is 1. The starting parameter is optional. You can skip it. Even the step parameter is also optional. When we skip the starting parameter, the default value is 0. So in our case, this loop is getting executed from 0 to length minus 1. Suppose if we are giving length 4, it will execute from 0 to 3. It means exactly it will execute for 4 times. Inside the loop, we are using randint function of the random module, which will generate random number based on this limit. Both the limits are inclusive. The generated digits are getting converted to string using string function. Suppose 2 got generated, it will get converted to string. This converted digit we are concatenating with the OTP variable. What is the initial value of the OTP variable? It's nothing but a empty string. Both will get concatenated, so we got finally 2. This is nothing but our new OTP. Next time suppose 4 got generated, which will get concatenated to 2. In this way the new string is 24. In the next iteration, let's suppose 7 got generated. So 7 will get concatenated. In this way, suppose 1 got generated, 1 will get concatenated to the string. Finally, we got this string. So this was nothing but OTP generation. OTP is a very important measure to authenticate a transaction. In the same way, password is also very important to authorize a user. You know, in many websites, when we first time log in, we get one random password. After entering that random password, we can create our own password. Imagine how that random password will get generated. That only we are trying to figure out. For generating random password, we are going to use choice function from the random module. Hope you know the choice function. It will randomly choose the element from the collection. The first step will always to import random module. We are all familiar with that password consists of alphabets, digits and some special symbols. Now how to get that? For that we will be using one more module. The name of the module is string. In modules there will be lot of methods and functions to work on that object. But along with that there will be some constants too. Like in maths module we have pi constant. In the same way in string we have lot of constants which will generate punctuator symbols, alphabets and digits. So here are those constants. ASCII underscore lowercase constant will generate all the lowercase letters. In the same way it will generate uppercase, digits will generate digits and the punctuation constant will generate all the punctuation symbols. If you want to know how, let's print and check once. Look at the output. All the lowercase letters got generated. In the same way, uppercase, digits and punctuation symbols also will generate with these constants. In the next step, what we are going to do? We are going to concatenate all 4 constants because we need characters from all 4 categories. After concatenation, I am going to store it in one variable characters. Now it's very simple. We can choose any character from the characters variable. So for that we will use choice function from the random module. This will be our password. Let's print and check it. After execution we could see that we got one character. But just like OTP, it should be of specified length. And you know, generally it is suggested that the password should be minimum of 8 characters. Then let's take the password length as a input. Now let's use for loop to execute the loop password length times. The same concept which we applied in OTP generation, we need to apply here. So let's take this password variable and initialize empty string. Here no need to convert to string because already the characters are nothing but string. Now let's concatenate with the empty string. Choice function will choose the random character from the character string which consists of lowercase, uppercase, digits or symbols, and it will get concatenate to the empty string. Next character will get concatenate to the previous string. In this way we will get the string which consists of different symbols and characters. Let's check the output. I am going to enter the length of the password as 8 characters. Look at the output. We are getting 8 characters password. This is very simplest version of generating password. You can implement different features here. That password must have one capital letter, one digit and one special symbol, and the length must be at least 8 characters. Alright, let's add one length feature here. If the password length is less than 8, then we will print one message. Password length should be greater than or equal to 8. So, when the length will be less than 8, we will get this message. Otherwise, we can proceed with password generation. Let's add one else statement here. Let's execute and check the working of the program. I am going to enter the password length less than 8. So, we are getting the message password length should be more than or equal to 8. Now, let's check out whether the else part is working fine or not. I am going to enter the password length as 8 and you can see here the password of 8 characters is getting generated. According to your requirement, you can change the program. If you want to give user chance to enter the length again when he enters the length of the password less than 8, you can do that also. If you are interested, any one of you write the code in the comments. Alright, let me show you my version. For that, I am enclosing the process of taking length of the password in the loop, that is while true. It will generate for infinite number of times. With some condition, we will break this loop. We are taking the length of the password. If length of the password is less than 8, we are printing the message and then we are using continue statement. If the length is less than 8, the loop will execute again. If the length is greater than or equal to 8, we will come to the else part. In the else part, we are using break statement. So, the loop will get break. Means we will get the required length. And then we will do the process of generating password. And after that, we are printing the generated password. Hope you understood the logic. Now you need to give it a try. Hey, with these two programs I am going to wind up today's video. Hope you found this video helpful. Now you got an idea how to use the functions from the random module. If you want me to give the code for specific programs, let me know in the comments below. In the next video, we will see how to use the functions from the math module to write some programs. So until next time, stay curious, stay healthy. I will see you in the next video.